When I turned 60, I began to notice something I had only read about in medical textbooks before. The body truly changes with age. When you're young, you can skip a proper dinner, sleep through the night, and wake up full of energy. But after 50, especially after 60, things no longer work that way. Our muscles, the very thing we often take for granted, the strength that lets us stand, walk, carry groceries, or simply keep our balance, begin to quietly disappear. And what surprises many people is this: the loss doesn't happen while you're lifting something heavy or when you're dieting. It happens while you're asleep. I want you to imagine this. You go to bed hoping that sleep will restore your body. But during those very hours of rest, your body slowly breaks down muscle tissue to use as fuel. And then you wake up in the morning feeling weaker, more tired, moving slower. Have you ever wondered, why do I still feel exhausted even after a full night's sleep? One of my patients, John, age 67, once came to see me. He said, "Doctor, I walk regularly, I eat a normal diet, but I feel weaker every morning. My legs just don't have the strength they used to." We ran some tests, and sure enough, John was suffering from severe muscle loss, what we doctors call sarcopenia. And the main cause wasn't laziness or lack of exercise. It was that his body wasn't getting the right fuel before bedtime. And John isn't alone. I've seen many patients just like him, shocked to learn that after 60, we can lose up to 8% of our muscle mass with each passing decade. And this isn't just about appearance. It's not about thinner arms or smaller legs. It's about freedom, the ability to climb stairs, carry a basket of laundry, or take a walk with your grandchild without pain. Muscle is the foundation of independence. Losing it means losing part of your freedom. I often ask my patients, do you want to reach a point where you need someone's help just to get out of a chair? No one ever says yes. And the good news is, you don't have to. Recent science shows something simple but powerful. You can flip the switch on muscle loss at night just by choosing the right foods before bed. It may sound small, but that choice can mean the difference between waking up weaker or waking up stronger than yesterday. Remember, your body never stops working. Even when you sleep, it's repairing tissues, balancing hormones, and making decisions about whether to protect or break down muscle. If you go to bed on an empty stomach, your body will take muscle to fuel itself. But if you give it the right nutrients instead of destroying, it starts to rebuild. I remember a patient of mine, Maria, 72 years old. She made just one small change. Every night before bed, she ate half a cup of cottage cheese. 6 weeks later, she returned to my office and said, "Doctor, I don't know why, but my knees don't feel stiff anymore. I get out of bed so much easier," and I smiled because I knew. It wasn't magic, it was science. Cottage cheese contains casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds muscles for 6 to 8 hours. Instead of wasting away, her muscles were being repaired and protected overnight. Maria's story reminds me of so many others. How many times have you woken up with aching joints, stiff legs, or that heavy feeling in your body? How many times have you thought, well, that's just aging. Nothing I can do about it, I want you to know. That's not true. Age changes the body, yes, but you still have the power to choose strength. And here's the best part. I'm not talking about expensive medications or complicated treatments. I'm talking about simple, everyday foods you can find in your local grocery store. A hard-boiled egg, a spoonful of almond butter, a warm glass of milk with turmeric. These small, humble choices can act like shields, protecting your muscles through the night. So I want you to ask yourself this question. Tonight, before I go to bed, will I leave my body running on empty, forcing it to burn my muscles? Or will I give it a small gift so I wake up stronger tomorrow? I've seen hundreds of patients transform their mornings with this tiny habit. People who once felt fragile or dependent suddenly regain confidence. The confidence of knowing their bodies were still strong enough to carry them through life. And I want you to understand, this is about more than just food. It's about the message you send to your body, that you still care, that you still want it to stay strong, that you're willing to nourish it so it can keep walking beside you in the years ahead. That's why in today's video, I'll share with you 8 powerful bedtime foods, plus 3 bonus tips. things I believe everyone over 60 should consider. Not all of them will be right for you. But even if you choose just one and make it a nightly habit, you can feel a real difference. You are never too old to grow stronger. Every night you have the chance to give your body a gift, and together we'll discover which gift is right for you. Now let me share with you some of the practices I've seen truly make a difference. This isn't a rigid checklist. It's a set of gentle suggestions for you to choose from and find what best fits your body. I want you to imagine this. Every night before bed, you place a small gift by your pillow, a gift that quietly nourishes and protects you all through the night. That gift is the food I'm about to share with you. Let's start with something simple, a hard-boiled egg. I know, you've probably eaten eggs all your life, nothing special about that. But science shows that eggs, especially the whites, contain an amino acid called leucine. Think of leucine as a switch that turns on muscle building in the body. I once had a patient, Ellen, 65 years old. She often complained of pain when stepping out of bed in the morning. I suggested she add just one boiled egg before bedtime. Only one. 6 weeks later, she came back, her eyes brighter, and she said, "Doctor, this morning I even managed a few light yoga stretches." Sometimes strength comes from the simplest, most familiar things, doesn't it? And if you're someone who enjoys a bit of comfort and sweetness, try a warm glass of milk with turmeric. Turmeric contains curcumin, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound, and when combined with the casein protein in milk, a slow-digesting protein, it creates a blend that soothes joints, eases sore muscles, and feeds your muscles all night long. I often ask my patients, do you want to wake up heavy and stiff or refreshed and renewed? Sometimes the answer lies in something as humble as a small glass of milk. Of course, not everyone likes milk. For them, I often recommend cottage cheese. It may not be as popular as cheddar or mozzarella, but it's one of the best bedtime companions you can have. The casein in cottage cheese is released slowly, nourishing muscles hour by hour for 6 to 8 hours. You remember Maria, the patient I spoke about earlier? Cottage cheese was the small step that made her stronger again. She's living proof that sometimes one small habit can restore balance. Here's one that might surprise you. Tart cherry juice. Not the sweet cherries you see at the holidays, but the sour variety, rich in anthocyanins. This juice doesn't just fight inflammation, it also boosts your body's natural melatonin, improving deep sleep by as much as 15%. And deep sleep is the foundation for your body to repair and preserve muscle. One of my patients, George, once said, "Doctor, I don't believe juice can change anything." But after 2 weeks, he told me, I finally slept straight through 6 hours. I didn't toss and turn all night. That steady, peaceful sleep became the strongest medicine of all. I also want to mention almond butter. Just a spoonful before bed provides magnesium, a mineral that relaxes muscles and calms the nervous system. It also reduces those painful night cramps that so many older adults struggle with. Have you ever had your calf cramp in the middle of the night, waking you with such pain you can't fall back asleep? I've seen many patients reclaim their peaceful nights simply by adding this tiny habit. For those who prefer something savory, try a small piece of tuna with a drizzle of olive oil. Lean protein from tuna, paired with the healthy fats in olive oil, not only supports heart health, but also reduces inflammation and protects both muscles and joints. I once told a patient, you don't need a full meal. Just a small slice of tuna is enough. It's like leaving a note for your body. Keep my strength for tomorrow. And if you want something light and easy to digest, Greek yogurt is a wonderful choice. It's rich in casein, and it also delivers probiotics for gut health. And a healthy gut helps you absorb protein more efficiently, which means your muscles get the nourishment they need. I often joke with my patients, when your gut is happy, your muscles smile too. I can't forget the little treasures, like a handful of roasted pumpkin seeds. They're full of zinc, magnesium, and tryptophan. Together, they support deeper sleep and even help your body produce more natural testosterone, an important hormone for maintaining muscle in both men and women. Or, something even simpler, A warm cup of water with honey. The natural sugars give your body gentle fuel, preventing it from breaking down muscle for energy during sleep. And honey's calming, anti-inflammatory effects can help you drift more easily into deep rest. And finally, I want to mention a habit that's not food at all, a slow 10 to 15-minute walk before bed. Some people tell me, "Doctor, I'm already tired from the day. Why walk more?" But I've witnessed the difference when patients commit to this. It improves digestion, boosts circulation, eases stiffness, and even helps the body absorb protein more effectively during sleep. I want you to picture this. You take a gentle evening stroll, breathing deeply, then return home, sit down with your warm glass of milk. That's how you prepare your body for a truly restful night. You see, it doesn't take complicated methods. Each choice before bed is like planting a seed in your body. And the next morning, you harvest strength, resilience, and the freedom to move with ease. What matters isn't which food you choose. What matters is that you choose for yourself. Because whether it's a boiled egg, a spoon of almond butter, a cup of milk, or just a short evening walk, each one is a declaration. I still want to live strong. I still want to walk on my own 2 feet. My friend, after everything I've shared today, there's one truth I want you to hold on to. Age may change our bodies, but it never takes away your right to choose. Every evening, as you bring your day to a close, you are given a small but powerful opportunity. You can let your body slip into the night hungry and depleted, only to wake up weaker, your legs unsteady, your arms trembling. Or you can offer it a little fuel, a boiled egg, a spoonful of almond butter, a warm glass of milk, or even a slow evening walk. These simple acts are not just habits. They are messages you send to your body. I still need you strong. I still want you by my side. I've witnessed patients who once thought it was too late to change. They'd say, "Doctor, I'm already past 70. What's left to save?" Yet after just a few weeks of adopting these small habits, they walked into my office with a smile that was entirely different. The smile of confidence, of renewal. And I believe you can experience that too. I want you to imagine tomorrow morning. You open your eyes and instead of heaviness, you feel lighter. You turn and your knees don't ache as they usually do. You rise from bed without struggling, without leaning on your hands. You step into the day, sensing your body responding to the care you've given it. That is the reward you deserve. You see, health doesn't always come from something big or dramatic. Often it begins with a small habit, a choice repeated each day. And those choices, layered over time, decide whether you live your years after 60 with independence or with dependence. So tonight, I want you to ask yourself, what gift will I give my body so that tomorrow I wake up stronger than today? If what I've shared today resonates with you, I encourage you to try it, just for a week. Listen to your body and notice the difference. Then come back here and share your experience with me and with others, because your story could inspire someone else out there who is searching for a glimmer of hope in their own health journey. And if you've struggled with muscle loss, with aches and pains, or if you're simply concerned about your health after 60, leave me a comment. I want to hear from you. Because health is not a lonely road. It's something we build together, something we nurture, and something we encourage one another in. Finally, if you found this video helpful, please hit like, share it with a friend or loved one who might need to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe so we can continue walking this path together, keeping our strength and independence well beyond 60. Remember this, you are never too old to grow stronger. Each day, each night, you are given a chance. And I believe you can start right now. I'll see you in the next video. You in the